I wanted to just talk in a bit greater detail about what's going on with our national economy right now and what I think we ought to do to fix it. First, I think it's pretty clear now that voluntary oversight doesn't work. Second, borrow and spend hasn't worked. We must return to fiscal responsibility. And third, I want to go to Congress because I want to try to help create a comprehensive energy policy in this country so we can get off this dependence on foreign oil. Fourth, I think we need to do a better job of investing in our people so that we have the most competitive workforce. Finally, I don't believe that we can continue spending $10 billion a month every single month in Iraq. I think we need to find a responsible way to end this war.
And I looked at your idea here, simplifying. I love this simple return for these small businesses as the IRS. I encourage, this is a great idea, and the good news is you're going to be part of Congress that will be part of reforming the tax code from top to bottom. And simplification and fairness have got to be our guiding principles. You're the type of candidate that represents change. Mr. Paulson may be a good guy, but represents the same beaten path that has got us to this cul-de-sac economically and politically.
You're the Democratic Caucus chair, and
being Neil Bush.
Okay. If Mr. Madia joins your caucus, he's coming from a district that is split politically. He's running as a moderate. How do you welcome somebody like that coming from a district like that into your caucus? How do you handle that kind of freshman congressman differently?
Well, let me first. He's not just running as a moderate. He is. So that's it's not a wardrobe. He represents where the growth of the country is, meaning in the kind of the suburban, metropolitan areas. But the concerns of urban and suburban now are converging where they used to be divergent, and so it's a very pragmatic approach. But it's one that will be welcome to Washington, and I think the caucus would be enthused.
And can I just comment on that also? The way that you know it's not opposed is that I'm a former Republican. For goodness sake, you know,
Well, nobody told me that.
Right. Press conference over.
Let's get the first flight.
Right.
Former.
Right. Okay. You know, I left the party several years ago because they couldn't balance the budget because they inherited record surpluses and they magically transformed them into record deficits. And I think we need more actual fiscal conservatives in Washington, people that understand the need, the importance of balancing a budget and paying down the debt. That's not a liberal ideology. They used to want to amend the Constitution over that, and now they've completely forgotten that. So this idea of fiscal conservatism and social moderation, staying out of people's personal lives, balancing the budget, making government work, I think people are hungry for leaders like that, whether they're Republicans or Democrats.